and welcome to my applied research project CC4495. I am making a website using the React and also I'm using MongoDB as a backend with Express and Node.js. This project is also integrate machine learning to generate the price suggestions. So let me introduce you about the project. I'm making a website for house rental. There are two main stakeholders, also the main users of this one, which is landlord and the tenants. So let's take a look at the homepage. I just finished creating the homepage here with all the function and all the features. Remember, we are viewing this project as a strangers, not a login user. That's why the listing cover the property here, we cannot click in the hardship button. Only the login user can do it. Okay, so let me talk about the machine learning part for this one first. We're gonna pick up from what we left in the midterm. So in the midterm report, as you may know that I have finished the machine learning model for the price suggestions. For this project, I create a model and then I create a function. In the function, I have the model and I have four other parameters to generate a suggested price for every time a landlord wants to list the property. However, my challenges is I I need to integrate this one into the Vision Studio Code for the React project. And in order to do that, there is a slightly change in my um, plan. So here I still have to clean all the data and all the future, and I only detect the clean data that I have, and then I put it in a new file, a new CSV file, which is the clean data.csv. The next thing is I copy this clean data.csv file into my React project in the backend server. So I copy and paste it in the backend server here. You can see clean data.csv. And then I create another Python file, testml.py. In here, I start reading the clean data.csv file that I just created. And then I change my model with chain and the test here. Later, I create a function such as price inside this testml.py. And in this, I take only four parameters: guest, bedroom, bath, and bathroom, so that my project can take the four inputs from the landlord. So in order to call this function in testml.py file, what I have to do is I create a file named predict.js in the route also under the server. Here I call the function in the machine learning model, and this one gonna generate for me the suggested price that I need and render it in the website here. Okay, so now let me just log in as a user here. Okay, so now we are inside the website. As you can see, there's a few things that to notice. First of all is as a login user, you can click in the hardship button, right? But let me just demonstrate how the machine learning model work out in this one. So I click and become a host to create a new listing for my website. I click I can make an entire place. Let's say 15. Oh, this one is 50. Beijing China. So I want to have a five guy to visit a house with 4 bedroom, 5 bath, and 3 bathroom. And let's just random click on some option here, and I choose two image. Next one is I need to describe about the house a little bit here. And the most interesting part is we need to set the price for our listing. So in this one, let me just say, let's see, 150 for the price, and we click create your listing. As you can see, after I click create your listing, there is an alert here to show you this one is 591, which is the price suggestion. The machine learning model just suggested it, right? And so we know that the $591 is a suggested price. Also, if we take a look at this one, there's another alert to see that the suggested price should be between 492 and 692. So $100 give or take between the suggested price. So based on this alert, I know that I should list my property between this range, right? So let's do it again. This time I put $600, and I just click create listing again. Click, and now as you can see that a new listing has been created with the $600 price per night based on the machine learning model suggestions. Now let's pick up after what is left from the midterm in the React project. So we need to create the wish list, property list, reservation list, content. So we need to code for this. But let me introduce you something. So the first thing is only the logged users can click the heart shape button here, right? And the strangers cannot do it. So in order to do that, I need to create a variable wish list in which I'm asking the user if this is a users, you can add your property to the wish list. Otherwise, if you are not a user, they will return an empty array. The second thing I need to show you is you cannot click on the heart shape button of the listing card that you listed. It means that you cannot like your own house. You have to like the other people's house, right? Because it doesn't make sense if you like your own house. That's why if you click on the heart shape button on the Beijing, China, we just created for ourselves, you cannot do it. But you can click on the Italian one because this is belong to other persons, right? And that's why after doing this, let me come back to the React. So first of all, we need in the users, we create the API to call the API for the wish list and also for the property list and the reservation list, we do the same thing. And the next one, if we come back to the listing card where all the magic happens here. So in the wish list, we have to create a function for each listing card, right? So this is what I have done for this. And as a result, let me demonstrate. So in the wish list right now, if you click it, it pop up that we have a listing card here. This one is what we wish to visit. That's why we have a click on the heart shape here. The next one is a property list. So now it shows me that I have two listings here. One is Japan, one is China. And let's take a look at the reservation list. It shows that we have a booking from some persons to go and visit our house in Japan with the total amount of $15,300, and they rent the house from November 4th to November 21st. Okay, so go back to my main website. I think this is all I want to talk about my website. This is almost floating 98%. Thank you for your listening.